Hello, welcome back to 1001 Beers You Must Try Before You Die. I'm here with my friend Tony Slevin, one of the
Hi.
1001 beer aficionados, I think it's fair to say. There's now a group of us who are in regular contact. We've all found each other out in the British wilderness, I think it's fair to say. Some mostly through Untapped and random Facebook occurrences, but there is talk, I believe, of a meetup of some
That's
description,
right. Yep.
which
Yep.
would be very interesting. So how many beers are you now through the book?
I had number 485 at the
Okay.
weekend.
Okay, so this will be, I think, 540 something for me.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
little bit
You're a
ahead
bit
of
in front of
you.
me. Yeah.
A
Yep.
little bit ahead of you. I managed to get like a bit of a glut of them. And I basically had a massive backlog of reviews to post up. So I'm basically ticking them off. But I've done some replacement beers, which are kind of cheating a bit. But they are one, I did replacement beers from the breweries that no longer exist.
Needs must sometimes.
Well, needs must, yeah. All the beers no longer exist. So we did the Alhambra, but it's the dark beer they don't do anymore. So we did
Right.
that. We did another one of their beers, and it was just trash, absolutely awful. So there you go. But other beers, replacement beers, were very nice. Right, so we're here today to review, and this is from our good friend Simon Deeble, who appeared in this beer review with us on what was the beer from Lebanon?
Lebanon. Yeah.
Lebanon,
Yeah.
yes. And he's brought back some beers for us to have a go at, and this one neither of us have had, so we're going to have a little review of it. This one is from France, first brewed 1985, so that will be 38 years ago.
Yep.
Because I just turned 40, I was born 83, so it's 5%, and it is Coreff Ambree. It's a very nice bottle. It's got a horse in the little O. I don't know quite sure what the horse is all about. Um, it's got a very interesting story, which I think will surprise you in a minute.
Yeah. I thought so when I read it.
Oh, you read it as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
very interesting. So let's crack that open, and we'll see what we get. It is vaguely charged, so we'll try to be very, very careful here. I've got some lovely chalice glasses. It's certainly amber. Let's see what we can get here. I might have not done this correctly. Let's just.
You are the big one. You are the big
No,
one.
no. Let's equal this out. There we go. Right, so. Well, it's quite nice. It looks. I imagine this is a newer style label.
Yeah. I
Because
thought so.
if you look
yeah.
at these kind of like swirly bits, that's
Yeah.
not going to be in the original design, is it?
No.
But they've updated it. So it is a Breton beer. But it says here, Coreff beers are widely identified as traditional Breton beers, despite the fact their origins lie in the English county of Hampshire. So the brewers, or the owners, spent 2 years working at Ringwood Brewery. So there you go. So they learnt their craft in Ringwood, of all places. So tasting notes, the aroma is of delicate hop and the colour of deep orangey gold. Simply an invitation to sip. It is apple fruity and malty on the palate with a dry finish. Have you ever had a Breton beer or a Breton cider before?
I've had a Breton cider.
Yeah, so that has got
Yeah.
there's a Breton taste to thing. So like this, I'm interested to know. I've never had a Breton beer before, so let's have a smell. That is definitely delicate hop.
Mm.
Quite a good bit of malt on the nose there, and it's so really, really, really ambery.
I'd say slightly grassy.
Yeah. All right, let's go for the taste. Cheers.
Cheers.
It's very light.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not got. It does not got a huge amount of flavour to it.
No, not a great deal.
It's not unpleasant, but it's not.
No.
There's just no sweetness at all. Like
No.
just absolutely cut out. It's almost like. Not sour. It's not sour at all, but it's just got nothing. It's very basic.
It is. Yeah.
I was expecting it to taste really nice, and it's just quite dull. Oh, this is interesting. So it says it is top fermented, unfiltered, and unpasteurised in the manner of British ales, and in France it's served from hand pumps, like a real ale.
Yeah.
Still a fairly because obviously that's come from that Ringwood.
It's a rare
right?
sight, but is it a rare sight in France? I'm sure I've seen beers served
From a hand pull.
Yeah.
The only other place I've ever seen them done is outside of UK and Ireland is Italy.
Oh, really?
And again, it's only from people who learn how to brew in Britain.
Of course, yeah.
That's the only time they ever occur is when that happens. So, is it apple fruity?
No, I'm not getting no fruit at all.
Because I was expecting it to be a bit like Breton cider. It's not out of date, is it? There's no. Unlikely. It looks quite new.
Yeah, I'm trying to think when he was in France last.
Oh, here we go. Oh, no. Still in date. Still well in September.
Oh, right.
It's still well in date. I think that's just maybe this what it's like.
Yeah.
The Breton, the Breton cider is incredibly dry. I think this has got quite a dry taste. I think that's the thing I'm actually detecting.
Yeah.
Is that dryness, but not the hop dryness. It's like
no.
I'm not quite sure how to
Like
describe
bitterness.
it. Yeah. Bitterness, slightly like again, not sour, but like slightly bitter. Yeah, weird. But all right.
It's okay. Yeah. I wouldn't go out of my way and try.
I wouldn't go have it.
One.
No, I wouldn't go have it again. If someone said, "Would you like a bottle of this for free?" I'd be like, "Okay," but I wouldn't actively seek this out.
No.
I suppose it's a test of would you, if you were in a bar and this was on, but also you had like a generic lager on, what would you have?
Probably this.
Still go for this.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay, well that means at least it passed the generic lager test rather than being. It's not actively unpleasant. It's got some oomph to it. I imagine it might be quite nice where it's been actually properly fermenting for a while in the barrel.
Yeah.
Because in a bottle it obviously only has a certain amount, and there's a bit of gunk in the bottom. I didn't pour that out. You can probably see there's some sort of sea monkeys in there. That probably would have not helped that much. Yeah, that's not that great.
I was saying perhaps it is better from the pump.
I imagine it would be.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot more. It says the brewery is now situated in a former rope works in Morlaix. I don't know what that's all about. Oh, I see. Right, it's at the confluence of two rivers, and that's why the brewery is Brasserie de Two Rivers.
That's right. Yeah.
The two rivers brasserie. The brewery building is long and narrow and has a bar at the front featuring glass panels. Okay, well, I don't know if I'm ever going to be going to Breton at any point, to Brittany. But maybe who knows? This is interesting. This is not the only beer in the book where the people have learnt their craft in Ringwood.
All right.
There were one or two others I remember having where there were people have somehow learnt at Ringwood. It seems to be that thing, which is very interesting.
Well, what's the one in there? Is it 49er?
49er,
which is obviously a Ringwood beer.
Yes.
So is it an American one in the book, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's because they took it over there, but it's still made in Ringwood as well.
I just wondered if the brewers.
It's got a lot of interesting. I think a lot of brewers come over to Britain to learn a bit of a craft that's something a bit different. But yeah, well, I think we'll leave it there.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's okay.
It's okay. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you for a beer review very, very soon. Goodbye.